Hello everyone, and welcome to a wonderful episode of Easy Dining on TokesTV.com. Once again, it's me, Tunde. Today I'm going to be presenting some stuffed peppers. Pretty much I'm just having a flashback of some Mexican influence, so I'm going to try to create mine. I have obviously some bell peppers here, an array of colors. I have tomatoes, onions, some rice, black beans. I'm going to be using ground pork and minced meat. Of course, my condiments: red crushed peppers, salt, black peppers, olive oil. And I think I'm going to be pairing this with a red wine today. Of course, some Mexican cheese. Where would we be without that? All right, let's get started. I'm going to get started on our meat here. Open this up. If you have a food processor at home, you can pretty much make minced meat yourself. But I went to the grocery store. Much easier. All right, as you can see, we have our ground beef here. I have some spicy ground pork for some kick. Let's get this on the fire. Let's heat up our pan. We'll do medium heat. Coat the bottom with some olive oil. If you don't like olive oil, you can use vegetable oil. That's fine as well. We're gonna mix both. 1 part ground beef, 1 part pork. I'm gonna be making a salsa with this as well. And I'm gonna be prepping my bell peppers. So let's start prepping the bell peppers. Okay, while our beef is going and ground pork, I'm gonna get started on the rice. Pretty much add some rice to the bowl and add salt, pepper, cook that. This meal is pretty easy. It's something you can use as a starter. You can actually have it as lunch or dinner. Really doesn't matter. So we're gonna cook some of the rice. All right, guys. I'm gonna prep the bell peppers here. A nice little cut on the top to expose the insides. And this is what we want to get rid of: the seeds. So just kind of run your knife through it. Be very careful not to slice the peppers, because it's going to be holding all that yummy goodness. So see that out. So we're going to do it for the rest. All right, we got our bell pepper cups. I'm saving the top. I'm going to be using that as part of my salsa. It's going to go in with the tomatoes, onions, and cilantro for that wonderful Mexican experience. All right, let's get rid of these. So while this is going, we're just going to try to break this up. You can also use chicken. Bake some chicken breast, cut it up. If you like seafood, you can use shrimp. Saute some shrimp and you can use that as your meat. But today, we're using beef and pork. All right, gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper here. All right, let's work on our salsa while this is going. It's going to take another, I'd say 6 to 8 minutes. So we'll keep an eye on it. All right, folks, so we're going to get started on our salsa here. See, I kept the tops from our bell peppers. I'm going to go ahead and chop that up. I'll use a whole tomato for part of my salsa. Of course, all these are going to get washed. And of course, red onion for me this time. And I'm using different colors. It's all for presentation. Makes it look nice and neat. Look at that, beautiful. Let's get that in the bowl. And if you've been watching all the other videos, by now you should be a pro at dicing onions. Onions provide a very good flavor. You can use a white one. You can even use scallions if you want, but I prefer red onion. Get that nice and juicy. I'm trying to get about 2 slices here. I'm really looking for the edges. Nicely diced, big chunks. We'll go ahead and season this up. A little bit of salt, black pepper, red pepper, olive oil, of course. Where are you? And we'll let that sit until we're ready. Let's check on our meat. Oh, look at that. It's coming together nice and just keep chopping the chunks. Oh, it smells so good. All right, I say it sits for another minute. All right, it's time to open up our black beans. All right, got some black beans here. Open this up. You can totally skip this step if you don't like it, but for that whole Mexican feel, I like to add the black beans. Makes me feel like I'm in Mexico, sitting on the beach, having a great meal with some tequila. Let's pour this in a pot. Just heat this up. This will be heated for about 5 minutes. We'll season it. All right. All right, our meat's all ready to go. Let's get this out of the pan. I'm gonna be using this same pan to saute really quickly our salsa. So it's kind of like a fajita, salsa, whatever you want to call it. Oh, let's bring over our salsa real quick. It's going to be a quick saute. And the same juices from the meat, just for flavor. High heat. I can hear all my health nuts shouting over there. 2 minutes. Taking this out. Put this in a bowl. All right, so we're going to start building our filling for the stuffed peppers while the black beans is going. Save time. Put our meat here in the bowl. A lot of meat. Get our rice. Here in the bowl as well. Fold this together. Okay, that's looking good. Let me chop up some cilantro. Get a couple stems. It's just a flavor that cilantro has that I enjoy in Mexican meals. So I will be having a lot of cilantro in this guy. Now it's time to chop up our cilantro. This is all going into the filling. Oh, you can smell it already. It's nothing like being in Mexico, sitting on the beach, sand, margaritas. That's why I'm so relaxed making this meal. Just chilling. Okay, let's check on the beans. All right, we're putting a little bit of heat to the beans. Let's put some red crushed peppers for heat. A little bit of salt, not much. We'll let this simmer for a little bit. I'd say another 2 minutes. And we'll start putting everything together. Go ahead and add the beans to my mixture here. Coming together. Beautiful. All right, let's fold that in. Turn the heat off. It's time to fill. Bring over my cast iron. We're going to be placing this in the oven for about 5 minutes. So. I am going to fill this sucker up. Lovely. Get our oven going at 350. We're going to add some cheese to the top of this, and we will pop it in the oven. I say 3 to 4 minutes. There we go, it's ready for the oven. As soon as the oven's ready, we'll put it in there. We'll be ready to go. All right, guys, it's time to pop this guy in the oven for about 2 to 3 minutes, just so we can have the cheese melt a little bit. So guys, it's been about 3 to 5 minutes. Let's make sure the cheese is all melted. Oh, wow, look at that. Beautiful crust. All right, let's plate these guys. Here you go, guys. Stuffed bell peppers, rice, beans, ground beef, ground pork, red wine. All right. Thanks for watching. Again, my name is Tunde. Check us out again on TokesTV.com. Peace.